The name of the game here is no body work. We want to do no body work. This is all going to be bare steel. There are certain areas that we can have welding and we can have a couple little mess ups, but no body work. So, we've gone through our game plans. We each have different ideas. I've had a million of them myself, and until we actually start doing it and change all of our plans in mid-work, we won't really know. But first thing we need to do is actually get this quarter panel from Golden Star out of the box. We've had it out once just to check it, make sure it wasn't dented, creased, beat up, or anything. But now I want to make sure figure out what is going to be the less obtrusive way of putting this on here with the least amount of welding.
FBI, open up!
The bottom along here, we already have it welded to the new floor, so that should be loose. Where it goes to the rocker, I didn't weld back up, that should also be loose. I'd like to use the entire door jamb section. So I've got a full pinch weld here, which lines up with what's on the inside. So I know I'll be cutting all of those free from the car. And then from here up, like I said, this is all good except for these dumb trim holes. The bottom side of the window, however, is just melted, hacked, brazed, retarded, beat to death. So we're definitely getting rid of that. So somewhere between here and here, we're going to decide to cut these pieces off, and somewhere between here and here, as low down as possible so we can keep the line correct on the window. Melt the lead out, chop that out. So yeah, that all looks pretty good. It looks like,
Oh no!
which kind of sucks. On this window lip here, it comes up around the trim edge and then it just goes straight. So all of this needs to be folded over. We could cut this piece back, because this is being painted as well, and do the spot welds right across the top of the window here, which I think is going to be our best chance of not knocking this piece out of shape. And then the same thing with the window lip, looks like it's all bent into place. Everything else back here looks like it's all exactly what I expected. It's just the inside of this window and this top edge are not what I expected them to be at all. So yeah, that will be the plan. We're going to leave this top part of this window attached. We'll jump across and jump across and everything from there down. So let's carefully get this thing out of the way for the moment and move some cardboard and stuff around, and I can start packing the main section of this up. got the quarter off, and Amy and I spent about an hour or so getting all of this junk cleaned out from underneath, and the surface rust and just leftover chipping away undercoat and that was under here. It's in fantastic shape. I've done a lot of quarter panels. Generally, you take the quarter panel off and then you spend a day and a half replacing all the metal underneath before you can put the new one on. But this time around, I think we're going to be able to just get this thing fitted and get it tacked into place right away today. So everything between the inner fender and the door jamb and the inner fender and that tail light section that we're not going to be cutting off to put the new one in will be getting hit with some KBS undercoat, so that can stay good and beautiful forever. So right now I am just going to slowly sit here with the cutoff wheel, get this chiseled up, cleaned up, go all the way around. Okay, so everything is undercoated. I'm gonna peel this tape off everywhere where it's gonna be getting spot welded back on, but this will be safe now forever. And we can go ahead and start test fitting the quarter panel into place and get her welded in. Alright, we got it all welded up now. I made sure that the door lines up. We've got perfect gaps other than the couple spots I showed you in the other video that we've got to deal with, but everything lines up beautifully. I got all of this welded up. We're going to come back and grind that down. This section we decided not to bend it over just because I really want this to be perfectly straight along here. So I'm going to cut this back and then we'll smooth out these spot welds. But this will all blend in perfectly, and then this is getting painted white up here, so not super concerned with it. This spot up here, we went right back to where it was originally. So there's that little gap there that they put the lead in, but we'll put some fiberglass paired filler in there before we do the body work. And same thing back here along the tail light. We left that gap just like it would have been originally. But yeah, this is exactly how it would have been replaced. We did a little fiddling to make sure that the light fit perfectly in here. And then I had some issues getting up into the spot welds down inside here. So since this section on the back is getting body worked, I just went ahead and tacked it all the way along the back here, and then we'll grind that all smooth as well. So that just leaves one little piece here to fill up for the bumper, and then I don't know if you remember, but there's a little tail that comes across here that was all rotted on this side. It's in perfect condition over on this side. We're gonna have to make one of those, a little bumper filler piece. This one I should be able to save, so we only have to make the one on this side. But yeah, there she is. The no body work 55.
Come on, you can do it. Come on, just push the button. Push the button. Come on, push it. You can do it. Come on, push the damn button. Come on, push it.